Hey children, how are you all? Hope you all are doing very good at home and staying safe. Yes. So seeing this drawing only, you can understand what class will be doing today. What class? Yes, it's computer science class. Are you all thrilled to learn computers with me? Yes. So I'm Rashmi and I'll be handling computer science for you. Okay children? So, in the last year, what did you learn in computers? What did you learn in computers? Are you all answering? I hope you are doing it. Yes, good. So, you would have learned what is a computer, what are the uses of computer, where and all the computer is being used. Yes? Yes. So, here in this chapter or in this topic, you will be seeing parts of computer. Understand children? What are the uses of each of them? Got it? Shall we start? Yes. Before doing this, I just want you to concentrate. Fine? Yes. So what is this? It is a monitor. It is a monitor. You can answer with me. Monitor. This is keyboard. 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 Yes, children. This one, mouse. Yes, mouse. And this is CPU. CPU. We'll be seeing each of them in particular. Yes? Fine. So before going in particular or in depth, tell me first, what is a computer? The first question arises, what is a computer? So what is a computer? A computer is an electronic device which takes in the input, processes it and gives out the output. So what children? A computer is an electronic, machine or device which takes in the input, process it and gives out the required output. Yes children? Yes. So, what are the parts of the computer? You can see monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU. Repeat with me. What are the parts of the computer? Monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU. Let us do it once again children. Monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU. Got it? Do you want me to repeat it once again? What are the parts of computer? Monitor, keyboard, mouse, CPU. Fine children? So what is a computer? Repeat with me. What is a computer? A computer is an electronic machine which takes in the input, processes it and gives out the output. Fine? Repeat with me. A computer is an electronic machine which takes in the input, processes it and gives out the output. Fine children? Now each part of the computer we will be seeing in depth. Understood? Yes? Yes or no? Yes. So the first part of computer what we will be seeing is monitor. The first part of computer what we will be seeing is monitor. Okay? First one will be monitor. Fine children? Yes, I'll be showing you how a monitor looks like. Can you all see this? Children? Yes or no? Yes, your computer monitor looks like this. This is a computer monitor. How does it look like? Doesn't it look like a small TV? Yes? Yes or no? Doesn't it look like a small TV children? Yes, your monitors look like a small TV. Got it, children? This is a monitor. This is a monitor. Your monitor looks like a TV screen. How does it look like a? It looks like a TV screen. It looks like a TV screen. Understood, children? In this, you have two types. In this, you have two types. What are those? CRT. That is cathode ray tube. Okay, children? You can just know that. That's more than enough. Cathode ray tube. And the other one is LCD. LCD is nothing but your liquid crystal display. Liquid crystal display. You often tell, right? What type of TV do you have at home? You tell LCD TV. It's a CRT TV. Nowadays, what type of TVs you are getting? Televisions you are getting? LED. Do you remember that? Do you know that? What is the full form of LED? Liquid emission display. Liquid emission display. So understood, children? Your computer monitor, it looks like a TV screen. Understand? Your computer monitor looks like a TV screen. It is of two types: CRT, LCD, LED. Okay, three types. You can name it as three types. CRT, that is cathode ray tube. Second one is LCD, that's liquid crystal display. Third one is LED, that's your liquid emission display. Understood, children? So you can all see the monitor? Yes, very good. You can see the monitor. Then next one is your CPU. Next one is your CPU. Are you following? Is everyone here? Is everyone here? I hope everybody is following. Next one is your CPU. What is the full form of CPU? Central processing unit. Central processing unit. Okay? Fine. Children, what is this CPU? What does it exactly do? What do you think with? What do you exactly think with? Your brain? Yes, you think with your brain. In the same way, your system, computer system, is called as brain. It's called as brain of the computer. Your CPU or central processing unit is called as brain of the computer. Brain of the computer. Does everyone has brain? Who is that who is telling they don't have? Yes? Everybody has a brain to think, to act. Yes? Very good. So, in this, to process it also, you take in the input, you process it in your brain, and then you give the output. If a teacher asks you 2 plus 2, how are you going to do it? How do you do usually? 2 in your hand, 2 in your mind. What is that mind? That's the brain which does the calculation. So, 2 in your hand, 2 on your mind, 2 after 2, 3, 4. The counting how you do with the help of your mind. That's the brain which helps you to process the data or the information whatever or the input what you get. Understand, children? In the same way, once you give the input to the computer, the CPU takes in the input, processes it, and then it gives the output. Understood? So, and it is called as the brain of the computer. Understood, children? It is called as the brain of the computer. CPU has, inside the CPU, you have mainly 3 units. You have mainly 3 units. What are those units? ALU, CU, MU. Okay? We'll be seeing each of them. So, first one is arithmetic logic unit. Arithmetic logic unit. Second one is control unit. Second one is control unit. Third one is memory unit. Memory unit. Fine, children. So, you all have seen the monitor now. Shall I show you the CPU? Yes. Everybody is waiting. Yes. It is a little heavy, children. My God. So, this is your CPU. Once you turn on the power, the first thing what you will be doing is turning on the CPU button. Starting with the or pushing the clicking here the CPU button. Once the CPU starts, then the display unit, that's your monitor, will turn on, then the keyboard and mouse you will be using it. So this CPU has so many things inside this. Fine. In the next class I'll be opening and showing you what are the things which are available actually. Fine. Hardware components, you can see them. So this CPU consists of ALU, CU and MU. ALU is arithmetic logic unit, CU is your control unit, MU is your memory unit. Okay, children? One by one we'll be seeing arithmetic logic unit, what it is. So this is your CPU. Can you see this? Yes. What is this arithmetic logic unit? It performs all the arithmetic calculations like your addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and other operation. Okay, greater than, lesser than, everything can be done with the help of the ALU. That is your arithmetic logic unit. By the name itself you can get to know it does all the calculations, arithmetic calculations in the system. Next coming to your control unit. Next coming to your control unit. What is the meaning of this control? Control is nothing but to hold the things. Fine. What you do? You often tell you want to go out and play. But what will your mother or father tell you? Complete your work, then go. Yes? You tell, why are you controlling me? Exactly, in the system also there is a control unit wherein it controls the activities, overall activities of the system. Overall activities of the system. Understand, children? CU or control unit, it controls the overall activities of the system. One after the other job will be done. It processes it like that. Then it's your memory unit. Obviously, when everybody has a brain, they have got the power of keeping or storing the memory. Yes, whatever has happened or what will be going to happening or what I have to do tomorrow, everything will be stored. Yes or no? Yes. In the same way, in the computer, you will be having a memory unit wherein it stores the data. It stores the data. Understood, children? CPU. Did you understand what is a CPU? A CPU is called as the central processing unit. It is called as the brain of the computer. It has mainly three parts in it: arithmetic logic unit, control unit, memory unit. Arithmetic logic unit, what it does the calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. Fine. What does the control unit do? It controls the overall activities of the computer. Fine. Then comes your memory unit wherein it stores the memory or stores the data in the computer. Understood, children? Next we will be moving on to keyboard. In memory unit you have two types of memory, children. One is primary memory and the other one is secondary memory. We will be doing that later. But you will have to remember this. When I ask you a question, you will have to remember this. Primary memory and secondary memory. There are two types of memory. Next we will be moving on to keyboard. Next we will be moving on to keyboard. Fine. By the name itself you can get to know what is a keyboard. Keyboard. Yes, children? It is an input device. Keyboard is an input device. Keyboard is an input device. Wherein you type? Yes. So whatever you type, that is the input what you give to the system, and that is the input device. I'll show you the keyboard now. Yes. So can you all see, children, the keyboard? All are smiling. I can get to know that. Yes, many would have seen, right? You would have seen the keyboard. There are n number of keys in this. Can you see the alphabet keys? Can you see the alphabet keys, children? Yes. Can you see the function keys? These are the function keys. These are the alphabetic keys. These are called as the arrow keys or navigation keys. Here you have the enter button. Okay, enter button. This is called as a space bar. What is this called as? Space bar. You have a backspace button also. This is a backspace button. Then you have a shift key, caps lock key, shift key, caps lock key, controlling key, Windows button, alt button. Then you have numeric keys also. You have numeric keys also. Can everybody see? Yes? So what are the keys which are available? You will be having the alphanumeric keys, alphabets, numeric numbers, alphanumeric keys, arrow keys which will move up, down, right and left, up, down, right and left. Then you have insert option, backspace button, delete button, enter key, shift key, alt, control key, space bar key. Then what else you can see? Function keys. Yes, children? Yes? Fine. We'll be seeing each one of them. Got it? At the end again I'll show you. Now you'll have to concentrate what it is. So you'll be having, I said you what are available. What all are available? Alphabet keys. Yes, alphabet keys, wherein you can type A, B, C, D, etc. Then number keys. Then number keys, wherein you type 1, 2, 3, etc. Punctuation keys. Punctuation keys, like single inverted comma, double inverted comma, exclamation mark, question mark. Function keys. Function keys, wherein you will be having F1, F2, F3. Fine. Arrow keys, you also call them as navigation keys. Arrow keys, you have left, right, up and down. Then symbol keys. Symbol, what are these symbol keys? Braces, $sign, okay, reciprocal, @ symbol. Then you have special keys. Then you have special keys. Can you see special keys? Which are, I'll be writing here, special keys which are shift, alt, control. Shift, alt and control. What are the keys which are available on the keyboard, children? Keyboard is an input device. Fine, keyboard is an input device wherein you have alphabet keys, number keys, punctuation keys, function keys, arrow keys, symbol and special keys. Yes? Good. We'll be moving on to the next is caps lock key. Each key we can just check. Then you have special key, shift, delete and alt. Fine, children? We'll be moving on to caps lock. What is this caps lock? What does this exactly do? Caps lock, once you click on this, a small letter becomes a capital letter. Fine, children? A small letter becomes a capital letter. That's the use of the caps lock key. You can on and off. You can use it for turning on and turning it off. Once you turn on the caps lock, then you can just type the characters or the alphabets wherein you will get the all in capital letters. Once you click on again you will get the small letters once you type. So this is the caps lock key. The next one is your shift key. The next one is your shift key. Shift key. So what happens when you click on the shift key and click on A? When you click on the shift key and click on A, you want only A as the capital letter. So A will become capital. Once you leave, if you click on A, it will be a small letter. Then, using the shift key, you can use this double inverted commas and single inverted commas, children. So once you click on shift key, one single click, double inverted commas will appear. Leave the shift key, you just click on this, single inverted commas will appear. In the same way, these special characters or the symbols you can be used. Using the shift key, if you press 2, using the shift key, if you press 2, it will come at. If you leave the shift key and press 2, the number appears. Fine, children. Using the shift, and when you press on number 2, at sign appears. It's like this, shift plus 2. The answer will be at. When there is no shift, just click on the 2, answer will be 2. Got it, children? This is the use of the shift key. Then space bar key. Then next one is space bar key. That is the longest key on the keyboard. Which one? Space bar key. This is the longest key on the keyboard. Longest key on the keyboard. What it exactly does? See, when you are typing, you can't type all the letters together. Yes? My name is Rashmi. I can't just keep on writing my name is Rashmi without giving a gap. One finger space. How do you give it in the book? You give I or my, one finger space, name, one finger space, is, one finger space, Rashmi. You give space in between the words? Yes. In the same way, how do you type it in the system? Like this. Once you type all these characters, my name is Rashmi, between the words, to give the gap, you use the space bar. You use the space bar. Understood? Between the words, to give the gap between the words, you use the space bar. Understood, children? And this is the longest key on the keyboard. Got it? This is the longest key on the keyboard. Hope you all understood. Then, we'll be moving on to the next one, that is the arrow keys. Arrow keys. As I've already said, what are these used for? See, navigation. If you want to go up, you'll click on the up arrow mark. If you want to come down, you'll click on the down arrow mark. If you want to go left, left, right, right. Yes, everybody answered with me. That's very good. You know, very nice. That's really good. So this is up, this is down, this is right, and this is left. Up, down, right, left. Very good. Very good, children. Understood? Then, next one is your enter key. Next one is your enter key. What does this enter key exactly do? Enter key, while you are typing a paragraph or sentences, once you click on the enter key, it comes to the next line. What will happen? Once you click on the enter key, it comes to the next line. Understand, children? Yes. Then the backspace key. While writing, what you do? I make a mistake. M-I. So what you do while you are writing in the book? You use an eraser, you erase it and you write I. But here in the system also you can do it. What? With the help of the backspace key. With the help of the backspace key, you can erase a character or more number of letters and you can replace them using any of the alphabet or number you want. Understood? That's the use of the backspace key. So children, did you understand keyboard? So keyboard, it's an input device wherein you have alphabet keys function keys, then numeric keys, arrow keys, special keys, shift, alt, control, special keys. You'll be learning them in the higher classes as you move. Then what else? Symbols. Symbols like apostrophe, flower braces, all those things. Yes children, did you understand this? Very good. Next we'll be moving on to the small part in the computer. What is it? Which is called as Ganesha's vehicle. Have you seen the Ganesha's vehicle? Mouse. Why do you call it a small part? Why do you call it why do you opt this mouse here in the system? Because even the mouse moves around. Yes, it moves around the monitor also. If you are moving through your hand, what will happen? You can see that the arrow mark can be moving around the monitor. That is why this small unit, it moves around the monitor. Understood children? That's why it's called as a mouse, because it's a small thing which moves around everywhere. Yes, you'll be seeing mouse. 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 What all are there in the mouse? I'll just tell you. Right click, middle click, left click. Yes? Yes. Shall we see a mouse? What are you thinking? Madam has got a live mouse? Oh my god, I can't hold it. So I can't hold a live mouse. I have brought a computer mouse. Here it is. Can you see this children? Yes. So, see, you're supposed to hold the mouse like this. You're supposed to hold the mouse like this. This will be your right click. Are you seeing children? Are you following? This will be your right click. This one will be your left click. And this one scrolling and clicking will be your middle click. Fine? So this is your right click. This is your left click and this is your scrolling and middle click. Got it children? Yes? Everybody is seeing this mouse here? Yes? Very good. Again I will repeat it. This is a right click, this is a left click and this is the middle click, and scrolling can be done. Up and down you can move. Got it children? Yes. Did you see a mouse? And this is how you are supposed to hold the mouse. Can you? Very good. So what does this mouse exactly do? Left click and right click and double clicking option can be done. Okay. Then drag and drop. If you want to use this, how are you supposed to do it? Hold this, drag whatever sentence you want to copy, then drop it. Understood children? So that's the drag and drop option. So now you have learned what is a mouse. Then we'll be seeing other hardware devices. We'll be seeing other hardware devices. Which are the other hardware devices? Printer. Have you all seen a printer? I have not got a printer. Next time I will be showing you the printer. Okay. Have you all seen a printer children? Printer, what does it do? It just whatever input you give, whatever print you want, that will be printed. Yes, that's an output device which takes in the input and the output is the print what you get. That's the printer. The next one is speakers. I've got speakers. I can show you the speakers. Fine. So these are the speakers. Yes children, you have many, you will be having different ones you will be having. So these are the speakers. This is also an output device. Can everyone see speakers? Yes? Yes, these are the speakers. You can listen audio or music and all those things. Then microphone. Have you seen this? Microphone. This is attached to a headphone, but here you can speak. So this is a microphone wherein you give the input. This here you will be giving the input, here you will be getting the output. Yes children? Yes, you would have seen this. This is the microphone. The next one is Joystick. So you all play video games? Yes or no? You all play video games? Yes. So that is called as a joystick. Then scanner. Scanner is type of a printer wherein that whole sheet is being scanned. Have you seen a Xerox machine, children? What it does, it scans it and then gives the printout. Yes? So scanner is such type of machine. It's not a Xerox machine, but it's a type of printing machine wherein each page is being scanned with a green light. If you remember, if you have seen it, infrared light. So once it scans, then you get the print out from that. Okay, that's the scanner. The next one is light pen. Have you seen this using light pen? Not the pens where you get light. It's an electronic gadget. It's an electronic gadget using this touchpad. Okay, for signing purposes, usually digital signing purpose they use it. For digital signing purpose, signature purpose, you use the light pen. Okay, children. Then plotter. Have you seen a plotter? It is bigger than the printing machine. It's very bigger than the printing machine. Usually plotters, as in when you do the drawing or the architecture, whatever you get, plotter makes the image more bigger. Plotter makes the image more bigger and it gives you. Okay, usually architects, they use this. What happens once you draw them, it takes in the input and it makes the image more bigger. Fine, a 3D image or a 4D image, what you tell, that is being used for this plotters. Then UPS. Why do you use UPS, children? It's the Universal Power Service. What does it exactly do? Suddenly the power goes off. The system will turn off. But if you have UPS connected to the system, which is very helpful, what does it do? It will have some power. If you have an unsaved work, if you have not saved your work, what will happen? Your work will be saved. Your work will be saved. From the power, UPS, the power will be supplied to the system wherein you can save your work, then turn it off. So that's your UPS. Then next one, pen drive. I know many would have said the pen drives. So what exactly does this pen drive do? It stores the data. Whatever data you have in the system, it stores the data and you can use it in the other systems. Okay, it's an external storage device, external storage memory device. Fine. Then hard disk, it is inside the CPU, children. Hard disk, it is inside the CPU, wherein it has very large amount of storing the data, Understand? Yes. Next comes your CD. What is the CD? Many would have seen CD. CD is your compact disc. CD is your compact disc. CD, you have two types, CD-R and CD-RW. CD-R is only for recording purpose. Okay, RW, it is rewritable. Fine, children. CD, compact disc, what it does? See, recording, you can record the data inside that. Okay, you cannot do anything else with that. Whereas in CD-RW, it is rewritable. You can write also. That means you can store something. If you don't want, you can erase it and you can again copy something else to that. That is CD-RW. Understood, children? Yes. Next we'll be moving on to the software. What is this software? Software is set of instructions that runs on the computer. Set of instructions that runs on the computer. Okay. Few set of instructions. As I said, your CPU has CPU. What is that? ALU, CU and MU. So few instructions what you give, which are already set inside the system, and that helps the system to run. That is your software. Okay children, so I'll be stopping this class. This is your first topic. What is the first topic? A computer system. A computer system. A computer system. Children, in the next class, I'll be giving you the notes. Until then, I want you to revise the topic, fine, from your textbook. So, meet you in the next class. Till then, have a nice time.